What's up guys, Sal here. So the Galaxy A90 could be an important device for Samsung as they are making sure to pack in some of the latest and greatest internals for the handset. We knew this already that it will come with the flagship processor, the Snapdragon 855, but now we have a benchmark leak showing us the raw power this phone is gonna come with. As you can see, the scores are what we have been seeing from flagship devices of 2019. It also shows that the phone will have 6GB of RAM. I'm sure there will be 8GB of RAM variant as well because the Galaxy A80 had it. We also have an interesting information courtesy of iCineverse that this handset will only have a 5G version. They're not launching a 4G version of this handset, which is very surprising. Maybe their motive is to make more people use 5G phones. Maybe Samsung wants to dominate the 5G market. You see, for now, 5G connectivity is only possible on a flagship chipset like the Snapdragon 855 or an Exynos 9820. So that probably explains why Samsung is going with a flagship processor on the A series. Anyway, iCineverse also says that it's gonna be the cheapest 5G phone out there. If I were to guess, the price could be somewhere around $700. If they price it more than that, then I don't think it would make much of an impact. He also says that it will have a water droplet notch and they could launch the handset in either September or October. That being said, some of you might be wondering why Samsung didn't go with the same camera mechanism that we have on the Galaxy A80. I mean, it looks cool and it also means the phone will have an uninterrupted full screen design. Well, that's true, but there are a couple of reasons, as I understand, is holding back Samsung from using the same motorized rotating camera mechanism. The first one is it takes a lot of space. As you can see in this video, how big the whole motorized camera mechanism truly is. Because of it, Samsung wasn't able to put a bigger battery on the Galaxy A80. The battery capacity was only 3700 mAh. That's a good enough battery, but when you consider that the A80 has a massive 6.7 inches of display, then you realize that Samsung could have fit in a much bigger battery if it wasn't for this camera mechanism. The second and probably the main reason why I think Samsung didn't put this motorized setup on the A90 is that they still need some time, I guess, to make it work seamlessly. You see, the Galaxy A80 is available to purchase and we have some user reviews of the handset, and I saw some of them complaining that the rotating camera gets stuck sometimes. It doesn't happen every time though. They say it happens once or twice for every 20 trials. They have to manually rotate the camera module every time it happens, which could explain why Samsung delayed it so much. I mean, the A80 was launched in March, but they released it to the public just a few days ago. So probably that's the main reason the Galaxy A90 won't have the same rotating camera tech, and that's the main problem with these moving mechanical parts in a smartphone. They can fail at any time, and that's why you won't see them put these parts in their flagships. Anyway, the A90 will have a water droplet notch just like the OnePlus 7, which is acceptable as the water droplet notch, in my opinion, is the best implementation of all the notches we have out there. We also have the leaked battery of the Galaxy A90, and it will have a 4500 mAh capacity, which is exactly the same as the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Like I've said, the lack of rotating camera helped them to crank in a bigger battery. Considering that it's gonna be a 5G handset, it surely needs a bigger battery, and coupled with 45-watt fast charger the phone is gonna come with, users shouldn't face any issues in the battery department of this phone. Of course, with that being said, consider subscribing for more updates on this, and as always, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.